Hi, this is Todd from Sniping Rhino Ranch, and like the title says, in today's video we're going to talk about harvest time here on the homestead because it is a busy time of year with a lot of challenges. But before we get into that, if you're not a subscriber, make sure and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming homestead related videos. That being said, let's talk about harvest season. So this little green bean comes with a lot of work. And if you've ever done a garden, you're gonna know that. You've got to get the garden soil ready, you've got to plant it, you've got to weed it, and just a ton of other things to end up with something that you can eat. And unfortunately, here in the Ozarks where we're at, one of the biggest challenges we face during harvest season is the heat. It has been hot. And additionally, if you've been watching our videos, you know that last year Jessica ended up having some pretty significant health issues. In fact, she almost died a few times. It was a tough time for us, and a lot of the stuff in the garden unfortunately went to the wayside and we didn't harvest as much. Well, she's starting to have some more issues, so along with the heat, we're having to deal with some health issues for her. And so one of the things that we have to do is get up early and work during that cool time of the day. Whether that's harvesting the stuff in the garden or even harvesting a lot of the stuff that grows wild here on the homestead. In fact, blackberries are probably one of the biggest things that we're harvesting in the mornings right now while it's still cool. I'll let Jessica actually tell you about it, or at least tell you about it when we filmed it this morning.
So one of the things we do is try to use what's on the property. We have thousands and thousands of wild blackberries, so we try to get, as much of those as we can. So what we'll do is pick a couple hours in the morning because it gets hot fast. So we try to, pick a couple hours in the morning, then go in during the hot part of the day, and, then we'll wash them, can them, make jelly or blackberries or freeze them or whatever we do. But definitely trying to take advantage of what is naturally occurring here is something we really try to do.
So like with the blackberries, we get out there really early, usually around 6 in the morning when we're done with chores till anywhere from 8 to 10, really depending on how quickly it heats up, because it's just miserable when you're out there covered in sweat trying to harvest everything. But harvesting is just one part of our homestead food plan. Preserving it is another part. And so when we come in during that hottest part of the day, we do a lot of our preserving. We've done a ton of canning, freezing, and dehydrating during these times of the day. And we really don't have that big of an AC unit, but we keep the house around 80 degrees, so it's bearable to do that in the hottest part of the day. And if you've been watching our channels, we have a bunch of videos on canning and stuff like that, so we'll have some links so you can see how we do that. But preserving is kind of a big part along with harvesting, and by doing it in conjunction, we harvest in the morning, we can in the during the hottest part of the day, or dehydrate, or just chop stuff up and put it in the freezer. That's going to allow us to have that food source or food availability, all year round. And that's kind of critical. We've got two strapping young men who like to eat a lot of food and need a lot of food as they're growing. And so that really is just all we do when it is dead center in the middle of harvest time. And again, with health issues and with the heat, we've got to be really smart during harvest season to ensure that we're getting everything that we put all this work in to get, and that we're preserving it throughout the year. And then in the evening times, depending on if anything needs to be harvested, because it's not every day here in the garden, we either have family time, watch a movie or something, game night, or we'll go back out and harvest during the, that cooler time in the evenings, or other tasks that we have to get done. But harvest season is absolutely one of the biggest times, busiest times here on a homestead. And I hope you're aware of that. And you're going to face a lot of different challenges, whether it's the heat, bugs, health issues, whatever it may be. And it's important that as a homesteader that you have a plan to how you're going to get that accomplished to meet your goals. Again, our goals is to grow as much food and preserve it as possible to last us all year, so we don't have to rely on Walmart to stay alive. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure hit the like button and leave a comment. Tell us some of the challenges you face and your workarounds for it. I mean, we're all in this together, and we never stop learning. So school us on some of the things that you think may help us out. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, make sure and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming homestead related videos. This is Todd from Sniping, Rhino saying, have a great day.